Good afternoon. Could crime soar as a result of big budget cuts? That's the fear today as thousands of community projects wait to hear if their funding will be slashed, as both the local authorities and the police seek to save money. In Birmingham, the man whose mediation team has helped prevent dozens of gang-related murders says big businesses should step in to help bridge the funding gap. Our correspondent Peter Wilson has this exclusive report.
Every murder is calculated to cost society £1.4 million. The cost to a city like Birmingham, when riots and shootings hit the headlines, is huge. With the Olympics in 2 years' time, the city needs to present a peaceful, prosperous image. These two men work to keep the peace. Kirk Dawes is boss of a company employing 30 mediators who persuade gang members not to retaliate when confronted with violence.
In Birmingham, at the beginning of this century, for the first few years, we were having 27 murders year on year. In the last 3 years, we've had 4 murders. And that's because of a strategy that has engaged the community and the public authorities. Time for business to step up.
He's asking big business to fund projects like Leon's.
What we try and do is encourage them to read, to write, educate themselves, whether it be sport, academics, but to do something, not just stand on the street corner and do nothing and then end up in crime.
B-ballers organise sporting events from basketball to boxing. They also run an internet TV station. Youngsters claim it's cut crime and changed lives.
B-ballers helped me gain that confidence. It made me realise that you can make friends in different areas, different schools, different cultures, different races, and it just lets you do that.
Once someone grows up to be a murderer, or once someone grows up in a gang, I don't think West Midlands understand how hard it is to get out without being a victim of violence.
It's been paid for by West Midlands Police, but the funding ends this month. And some warn that crime could rise as a result.
If we talk about violent disorder or disorder within a city centre, everybody loses. That's the businesses as well. And that is, they won't get investment from other partners. The community won't particularly invest in them. If we lose projects such as Leon's project and indeed other projects which have added to the peace, we could essentially lose everything.
Well, Peter joins me now in the studio. Peter, what are police and council saying?
Well, everybody today is saying that they're waiting for the government to tell them exactly how much money they have to save. But the Chief Constable of Staffordshire Police has already today come out and said that he needs to save £4 million and maybe even more after the general election. Now, that will mean that backroom staff will have to go. They will lose their jobs in order to try and maintain frontline services. But these community projects that we've seen today, they're really going to be at the bottom of the pile as far as priorities are concerned. And one person says that they fear that the whole of the budget could simply evaporate.
And do these community projects actually make a difference?
Well, in the past, some of the money has been wasted. The police and the councils have tightened up procedures to try and measure success. But if you think of the reports that I've done in the past where the police have smashed down somebody's door on their big operations, that's the big stick. These community projects, that's the carrot, to try and persuade people that it's worth engaging with society, to be law-abiding and to say to people that we're listening to you and that we care about you. And as one teenager said, that if this project goes, then crime will raise its head once again on our streets.
OK, Peter Wilson, thank you very much. So let us know what you think. You can ring 08000 630 630 or email midlandstoday@bbc.co.uk. And of course, you can find out more details on what's happening where you live on your BBC local radio station and online at bbc.co.uk/facingthecuts. Now it's